focus. Ideate, innovate, enable.
A happy, healthy and comfortable work environment is important for employees and can be achieved without spending a fortune. It boosts productivity and morale of employees. People working at productive workspaces are likely to engage more thoroughly with their work. This week on Skill-Free Workplace Excellence 2015, we get a sneak peek into a day in the life of an employee at 3 diverse organizations, which includes the global telecommunications company Bharti Airtel Limited, one of the leading innovation and consulting companies, Altran, as well as a pioneer in the online travel sector, Makemytrip.com. Bharti Airtel Limited is one of the leading global telecommunications companies with operations in 20 countries across Asia and Africa. Headquartered in New Delhi in India, it ranks amongst the top 3 mobile service providers globally in terms of subscribers. In India, the company's product offerings include 2G, 3G and 4G wireless services, mobile commerce, fixed line services, high-speed DSL broadband, IPTV, DTH, enterprise services including national and international long-distance services to carriers. In other countries, it offers 2G, 3G and 4G wireless services and mobile commerce.
We are a very, very entrepreneurial company. Our belief is to keep customers at the heart of everything we do. We have a simple motto and a mantra that we live for, which is called Win Customers for Life. So customers are the reason we are in business, and that is really what makes us stick. We are a large company, and we are split across different functions. But one of the things that we believe is really providing jobs that are really enriching. So let me give you an example of somebody, for example, who has spent maybe 4 years and is in sales as a zonal business manager. Typically would be handling a 600-700 crore business, would be responsible for the entire business health, revenues, customer service, the network around the area, and really making sure that we grow the business in that particular territory.
The entire story of Airtel has been scripted by its employees. Employees who carried forward the entrepreneurial spirit with which this company was formed, and the energies of the people have really fired this company to become what it is now. We have a multi-pronged approach. One of our biggest sources of talent actually is our own employee base. More than 35% of the new employees, of the new recruits come through employee referrals. And that's the word of mouth which really spreads. Our employees are our best brand ambassadors.
This year, Airtel launched a special program to celebrate its employees. It came to life as a coffee table book and an internal web portal. These are stories straight from the heart of employees and show their passion and commitment towards Airtel. These are truly special as many employees who were featured in the first edition have been with Airtel for nearly a decade, and their loyalty for Airtel as an employer grows each day.
We have 3 values that we are very proud of and that we try and inculcate across the company. The first is what we call alive, which is really alive to the needs of the customer, alive to the needs of how the customer is changing, because in this industry, technology is changing rapidly. The customer is often ahead of the company, and we've got to keep pace. The second value is inclusive. We believe that we are here to serve all our communities. For example, one of the big things that we're very proud of is that as we roll out our networks over the next few years, we want to reduce our carbon footprint by over 70%. Respectful, we believe that everybody must be heard. We tolerate and we are very encouraging of very, very dissenting voices in the team. We often have heated arguments to actually come to the best solution, and that is something that also makes us what we are, because we believe that it is through the process of dialogue, discussion and dissent that you often get to the best answer.
As far as our top talent is concerned, we have some of the best ways of retaining such talent. We have what is called as the unique bodies such as the talent councils. We have more than 200 talent councils in the company, and the talent council produces what we call as one view of the talent by having several people who have interacted with the employee to put forth his or her views about the employees and really forge ahead a career growth plan for the employee. And once at this workplace, every employee needs to have his or her own little space that brings out the best in that employee. You have a lot of bright spaces, you have a lot of collaborative work areas, you have a lot of breakout areas where you can chat over coffees and teas with your colleagues. We have a supermarket where you can wheel your trolley, buy the stuff and go down to the multi-level car park. We have a daycare center for the kids. We have a gym. We have regular sessions for aerobics and yoga and so on. So we have managed to provide under one roof all the facilities that make life much easier and happier for the employees.
The company's campus offering is broad-based, where engineers are hired as young technical leaders, finance graduates for their postgraduate trainee program, and MBAs from across India for regional frontline roles. In all programs, the organization has well-structured training initiatives tailor-made to give critical experiences relevant to new hires and enable them to become future leaders.
It's not about hierarchy, it's not about functions. I mean, if you like something, if you have a bright idea, you come and talk about it, it will be heard, and if it is worthwhile, it will be implemented. And it is very heartwarming to see something which you have conceived actually getting implemented and used by more than hundreds of million users across the country and now outside.
Airtel has identified critical roles like marketing head, zonal business manager and zonal sales manager in their telecom circles and has in-house academies to train top talent for these critical roles. There is a stringent selection criteria after which these employees go through a 6-month program which is built with mentorship from Airtel leaders and course material from IIM Ahmedabad. Each function has regular upskilling programs facilitated internally and externally.
I think there are several moments in a working mother's life where you get into situations where you don't know how to manage your work life, your children, demands at home, demands at work. And I think the biggest moment for me is when the HR head of the organization actually called on me, being extremely understanding of my situation and kind of allowing me to spend a whole week in the daycare. I think those are small moments which tell you that the organization cares of you and respects you for what you bring to the table.
Airtel invests in operational, personal and transformational leadership programs for their employees. They have partnered with the best in the world like Harvard, INSEAD, Wharton, CCL and others for their leadership programs.
Being here has been amazing for me, especially because of the way this place is. It infuses creativity in you, and if you are a person who wants to do things which are new, things which are exciting, this is the place to be.
Altran India is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Altran Group, headquartered in Paris. It is one of the top innovation and consulting companies employing around 25,000 engineers and technologists in over 20 countries across the world. Altran's innovation makers have been providing engineering services for more than 30 years to global players in aerospace, automotive, semiconductors, nuclear, energy, telecom and healthcare sectors.
There are a few things which I think typify the work culture in Altran, and amongst the top three is the fact that we empower our employees, and that empowerment is not just a function of hierarchy but also of the value that you bring either to a project or to a conversation. The second is we value differences, so we like to hire people from different backgrounds so that they work together effectively as a team. And this brings about a certain level of openness and tolerance to different ideas and different ways of doing things, which is critical to defining a productive environment and building a culture where employees feel that they succeed better. We've lost businesses, we've said no to opportunities wherever it has been a trade-off of integrity versus business. And these are some of the things across our organization most employees will easily be able to put a finger on, that we are open in the way we work, we value our differences, and we work with integrity and honesty so that we live the values that we claim. We have amongst the lowest attrition rates in the industry, and it's something we take pride on. In fact, in one of our businesses, our attrition rate is below 7%. And one of the reasons that this happens is the fact that we encourage people to speak what they think and they feel. And the moment you provide forums for employees to give feedback, to share their thoughts, to give ideas and suggestions which they then see are getting implemented, there is a sense of belongingness.
Altran's India portfolio covers technical and innovation consulting in 3 key solution areas, which include mechanical engineering, intelligent systems and plant engineering. Altran India's technology center comprises of about 1,100 engineers and technologists with their operations headquartered in Bengaluru. Altran India is driven by a clear commitment and leadership vision to be a strong 2,000-member team by 2016. They pride in their global business footprint and are on course to be one of India's premier technology and innovation consulting companies.
The fact that you work on projects which are cutting edge, at the forefront of technological, change and innovation, and that as a part of the world's largest engineering services company, you get to be exposed to global projects, to work with global teams, and to get opportunities to be part of global initiatives. I personally see this as my challenges as the CEO, to drive employee engagement, to build a work culture that makes it exciting for our employees. To give you an example around what it is we do for employee engagement, well, it starts with me. I make sure I take time off to sit and chat with project engineers, to sit and chat with freshers, and just get a feel of what it is to be doing what they are doing and how do they feel about the work that they do. It is this ability to interface with global teams, work with global customers, yet bring in your individual expertise and the drive that you see in India with young engineers. So to marry these two is, I think, what distinguishes us.
Altran boasts of best-in-class infrastructure. Rewards and recognition programs are based on the criteria of projects, support, customer satisfaction and amount of effort put in beyond the normal hours of duty.
Every time I think of working at Altran, it brings a smile on my face. So that's pretty indicative that I've been liking it here so far. There have been a lot of driving forces, and I believe it's purely because of excellent senior leaders that are there and that are steering us in the right direction. The enablers so far have been very strong quality policies, InfoSec policies, environmental policies, and definitely good people policies. I have been a benefactor of the very good people policies that I've just mentioned. Altran believes in cross-pollination of resources, which brings us excellence and dynamism.
HR organizes cultural sensitivity training programs for employees traveling to a new country. Altran has adopted a flexible work hours policy for its employees. The company has an open culture and a non-hierarchical approach is followed in the organization.
If I talk about my experience with Altran, the only word which comes to my mind is excellence, passion and a lot of excitement in this company, because that's exactly what this company brings for everyone who works here. So we foster an environment of innovation, we foster an environment of dynamism, and we make sure that we blend in a lot of fun elements with our work here. For young people as well as for people with experience, particularly engineers, this is an amazing place to work for. We give a platform where you can realize your technical dreams, you can actually, sort of do your own research, you can come up with ideas, you can explore ideas. We have amazing competitions going around throughout the year where we explore your innovative ideas and we actually commercialize it and take it public. So I think you can look forward to a fun environment, an environment which actually gives you a lot of freedom to do what you want and to explore your ideas.
HR conducts employee satisfaction surveys annually and ensures effective implementation of policies based on survey responses. The company engages in multiple employee engagement activities which include recreational events.
All around the year, pretty much every month we have an event planned for the employees where they can participate. We have quizzes, dum charades, dance competitions. So it's been really fun so far. And we give a lot of credit and importance to innovation. So I think that's something which should really look good for young engineers to join us.
Nurtured from the seed of a single great idea to empower the traveller, Makemytrip went on to pioneer the entire online travel industry in India. The online travel portal has revolutionized the travel industry over the years. India's leading online travel company, founded in 2000 by Deep Kalra, aims to offer a range of best value products and services along with cutting-edge technology and dedicated round-the-clock customer support.
So, Makemytrip achieves workplace excellence by ensuring the culture of the organization is retained in a manner where you reward meritocracy, you ensure that there is a huge amount of speed at the workplace, and at the same time this all is coupled with great empowerment and ability to work with the great people. So I think that we thrive on the culture of ensuring right people are rewarded, right people are at the right place, and this all gets coupled with a thought that empowered workplace, people having fun at the workplace can deliver the best when they are at the workplace. The values what we look at is that people should connect the dots, people should be in position to race with themselves and set high standards, people should be in position to nurture people who are around them. We believe in the fact that while you are working you should have a huge amount of fun, and that's when you deliver best. We ensure that a value of being customer centric and innovator is something which is in the DNA of the organization, and that's how Makemytrip creates a workplace which is value driven in terms of innovation, creativity, empowerment and fun at work.
It's an amazing organization to work at. The best part that I like about working here is you can walk up to absolutely anyone if you have a problem or even if you have a doubt. It's not hierarchical. You have a doubt, it's an urgent problem, you can go up to anyone, absolutely anyone, and get your doubts clear and get a problem solved.
Good morning, Makemytrip. How may I assist you?
Makemytrip runs the Holiday Experts program, which is designed specifically for stay-at-home women who have prior work experience and love to travel. They offer them the opportunity to take up customer queries, help plan and sell a holiday, and earn up to 1/3 of the profits which the company makes on every holiday booking.
Our average age of the leadership team would be around 34-36. If you look at the leadership team overall, it will be around 40, but I think that's what the age is. Our young leaders would be in the early 20s who are handling teams. So if you are looking at a high adrenaline atmosphere, workplace, you are looking at doing what you want to do, you are looking at working with the best of the peers, and you want a workplace which enables your growth in terms of career development, moving to international opportunities, working from one LOB to another LOB, building new skills. This all are very, very unique to us, and we can only offer being in a business, and our scale and size is such which allows us to do all these things in a very effective manner. That's how we'll have attrition which is at a very low level. So when we frame policies at Makemytrip, we ensure that it's a very democratized process. So we share it with employees. So for a simple stuff like if I am releasing a holiday calendar for the next year, so holiday calendar goes before it's released to all the employees. People give their inputs that is it working or not working, what are the other areas which can be included. And at Makemytrip, workplace excellence and people excellence has been created by ensuring workplace is creative. If you go out in the office, you'll see curios which are triggers for people to think differently. Outside our reception, you'll see a clock which is anti-clock. It doesn't move in the direction normal clocks move. It basically gives you a thought that you can think out of the box, and you should think out of the box to impact the customer experience and customer delight.
Makemytrip attributes its rise to the vision and spirit of its employees, for whom no idea was too big and no problem too difficult. With untiring innovation and determination, they have been able to make successful strides in the online travel industry.
No one stops you here to try new things if you believe that you can get results. And it's not just point of views of people that you have to follow. It's proper discussions that happen. And if there's something that you believe can work, they actually motivate you to try. Just try it out, see if it works. If it works, scale it up. There's a portal where you can pretty much sort all your learning needs. And what happens with any big organization and any dynamic organization as ours is that you spend a lot of time doing the work that needs to be done, and so that you don't miss out on your learnings, they need to be all at one place and easily accessible. And what the HR team here has sorted out for us is, and I'll take you through it, what they've been able to do is they've taken out this particular app which takes care of all our learnings in one place. So this is the homepage of the app, and it's pretty much like learning timeline similar to your Facebook timeline. It's got it's got your classroom courses listed out, your e-learning courses listed out, various other learning needs that you have. It's got all of these things in one place. And what the HR team has been able to do is they've compiled all the various courses which can be accessed the way I just accessed them at one place, and they've divided them into 3 different sets. So there are leadership courses, culture courses, business courses, and if I click on the leadership courses, there are subdivided into further courses, and we can access any of these courses and details about them from right here. And when you click on that, what you'll get is a lowdown on what the course entails and certain other things that you can go through it.
Makemytrip has also started using gamification techniques for employee engagement for new hire orientation. The campaign includes gamification techniques supported by Trip-On app, loaded with fun-themed quizzes, badges, factopedias, hints and pop-up videos about the company history, policies, businesses and people.
From the day one, I was given a lot of independence in trying out stuff, even though I did not know much about the space. I think that's kind of what stood out about Makemytrip for me, and I think that's one of the things I really love here. Both the independence that's given to people as well as the pace of work. It's like everything is changing by hour, so it's pretty exciting.